Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at Nvda, AMD, and Tesla on the daily, weekly, monthly time frames. We use technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. If you like these videos, go to StockBookie.com, sign up for the free membership, or go to YouTube and subscribe. So 18 million on the day on the daily chart, 43 cents up on Nvidia. So it was an okay day for 150 down on the Dow and pretty much all red. There's a couple stocks that were actually green, and this was one of them. So now, though, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8 days down. We're getting a little bit of sideways action. We're above the 50 and the 200, so still a little bit of a bullish stance. Below the 20, though, if the 20 starts curling down in the price, that can lead to lower prices here. So let's see what happens in the next 5 to 10 days or so. We'll see how this thing chops. If it retraces back up, comes back in. Big 50-50 shot, guys, are earnings. We're back in the earnings season, so at that point, anything's possible for these stocks. Nvidia can shoot to 200. This thing could possibly shoot down to 100. So right now, though, guys, holding this little pivot, gap fill area, and just going sideways now. 2 days after a nice little gap up here, and then a little bit of sideways action. So nothing wrong with Nvidia, guys. Just if you're long, just tighten the stop. You don't want to turn a great trade into a mediocre trade. If you're short, just hang tight. If you get back above the 170 area, maybe on earnings, you might see a gap and crap, so hold strong. Just make sure, guys, when you're taking these swing trades and any trade, no more than 10% of your total portfolio, guys, in any position. So if you have 100 grand, no more than 10 grand in this position, especially if you're doing a swing trade. If you're doing options with a $100,000 portfolio, only do 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 at the most. 3% is the most. You get wiped out with that. It's 3% of your total portfolio. So you got to go small in those as well. It's all about money management, guys, with trades like this, and just being smart about what you're doing. So right now, just chopping sideways. Let's see what it gives us in the next week or so on Nvidia. Let's go to AMD. AMD, guys, what a day. I mean, this thing was up in the green. It came back down. It gapped down, went up, came in. 17 cents on the day. Nothing great, just an okay day, guys. It was red, still above the 20, the 50, and the 200. Still in this channel. Tried breaking out, filled the gap, went to the high pivot, right back down. Back above the 20 though, so that's good for the bulls, guys, but pretty much in the 50% area of going up and down in this channel. So just gotta see more. Maybe they get some news, maybe some an upgrade or something. But what a trading vehicle, guys. It's like $2, $3, $2, $3, $2, $3, $3, $2, up and down, up and down. These are 15-20% moves, guys. This is nothing to sneeze about. We were telling people, just figure if you bought here around $9.90, $10, this thing goes to 15, you're taking profits. Comes back down, you buy back at it comes back down, you buy back at 11.35, it goes to 14 bucks. You're taking some off the table. Came back down, a little bit oversold, get a little bit of a dead cat bounce down in here, but bullish stance. Let's see if this thing just chops sideways. If it does, I'm going to say it's going to set up for lower prices, but not showing us too much other than a nice reversal day here, starting to chop in a bullish manner, but overall down, sideways, bearish. So be careful with this one. It could go either way at this time. If the SPY, the IWM, the Q start to pull back, all these will come back, including Nvidia as well. It will be a market trade on these. So, and then tomorrow we'll go over the weekly charts on these, and then to see where they closed at as well. Now Tesla, guys. Tesla's getting interesting here, guys. It's up about $1 after hours, and we're in a pretty good area of support. I cannot deny that. I'm going to go to weekly on this one. Weekly 50 MA or 20 MA, straight shot down, 750 retrace. You had a little bit of a gap, a little bit low around. I would still like this thing to hit 300, and then maybe, that's what I'm thinking, guys. We might get a little more of a shakedown tomorrow, and then the bounce possibly, but watch for that. But a little bit lower though, guys. Huge gap fill around 280, 278, and then a gap window around 285.42, this area here. Volume was good again today on the daily. But looking at this, I still think we're coming down here to fill this gap possibly. Still have a low pivot here around 290. I'm still thinking they get the shakedown tomorrow, maybe right out of the gate, where people go, oh my gosh, not again. They start selling, brings it down. You do have a gap fill around 295 as well on the daily chart. So good support. I didn't know if it was going to hold. We'll see. I'm thinking down, maybe just chopping, maybe get a slight retrace on some news. You are beat down a little bit here, and you get by the dippers in here, you know, with the Tesla, especially Tesla, guys. This thing dips 10 bucks. Right here, you got buy the dip, buy the dip. They bought the dip again, and they're just like, oh my gosh. You get one more day where they shake people out. These guys who bought the dip up in here are going to have to dump. They'll probably get a margin call because most likely they're, 90% of their portfolio in a trade going, oh, this is going to be great. They can keep saying it's going to go up. And they're all like, oh, Goldman Sachs, those guys. No, you know what? You get a run up from 180 to, almost 400, guys, since December. You got to expect some sort of a pullback. So now we're into this area. Big trend line there that we cracked through. So, I mean, realistically, guys, they got to get it above this trend line, which is at 330 or so, to maybe hold the fort down for a little bit. If this chops around down in this area for the next week or two, we're possibly setting up for lower prices. Here's your gap fill that I talked about around the 270 side. And there's still another one. Gosh, where is it? Right here, around 238. But ultimately, you have the 258 where the 200 MA is. And we talked about the FANG. We talked about all these tech stocks. You have this 200 MA. Hasn't hit it in months. This is sometimes the target right here, guys. So if you are long, just tighten up the stops. You want to be wrenched on if this thing goes to 250. But this is where you should have been taking profits right here. Even 400. Even if it went to 400, who cares? If you would have sold at 360, 370, 350, 325. Now it's at 308. You could be gaining some on this one. So just be careful with this equity. If we get some weakness tomorrow in the markets, this will possibly go down, even though you got a beat down in the last couple days. So just be careful with Tesla. All right, guys. Again, if you like this video, go to StockBookie.com, sign up for the free membership. And I really want to thank you guys for stopping by, watching my videos. I love making these for you, and hopefully it's helping some of you guys out there. All right, guys. Again, thanks for stopping by. God bless. See you on the charts.